There's so much pressure in the summer, isn't there? I mean, we're going to be showing parts of our body that haven't seen the light of day for maybe 9 months. Is my body bikini ready? Absolutely not. Am I going to be wearing a bikini anyway? Yes, I am. I mean, cheers to that. All of the products that are going to feature in this video are going to make me feel more ready for summer, make me feel a little bit more sure of myself, have a little bit more confidence, feel a little bit more comfortable during the summer months. So if you are anything like me and are absolutely dreading it, you may want to stick around. These are the products that are just going to make you feel a little better. I always feel more confident, more comfortable and healthier when I have a bit of a tan, which is pretty weird considering there is no such thing as a healthy tan unless you get it out of a bottle. This is from Gatineau and it's the Golden Glow Gradual Tanner. It is my favourite gradual tanner for multiple reasons. So one, this is streak free. So, you know, it's so easy to apply. It sinks into the skin effortlessly. It is a moisturiser without a tint. So this does not have a guide colour, but it's still streak free, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. I used to really steer away from gradual tanners without a guide colour because I like a guide colour to make sure that I've done every single area. I am very forgetful. I'm also very clumsy. So I used to end up with streaks all over my body until I went over to this. Now, even though this doesn't have a guide colour, this is so smooth. It's effortless to apply. You apply it just like you would any moisturiser, and it not only gives you moisture and hydration in abundance, but it sinks in really beautifully. You don't have to stand naked forevermore until this dries down because it sinks in so quickly, and because it doesn't have that guide colour, it doesn't mess around with any of your sheets, so you don't wake up in the morning with a brown bed. And I love my white sheets. I really like my white bedding and I like them to stay white. So this is just everything I want in a gradual tanner. It's also great to take away with you on holiday. I apply this every single night when we go on holiday. If I have any events to go to, this is always my go-to a couple of days before, and it's lovely. It does have a bit of a biscuit smell to it once it's developed, so you're not going to get away from that. Unfortunately, it does have that sort of smell, but when you're applying it first off, you don't get that scent. It has the Gatineau signature scent, which is incredibly pleasant, really uplifting. I love everything about it. It's just effortless. Anyone can apply this, anyone. And we've all seen how I do with fake tan. I mean, if you haven't, I'm not going to point you in the direction of the video there. We are going to talk about another Gatineau gradual tanner though. This is specifically for the face. Now, going back to that previous video, which will not be mentioned, I actually bought this in medium to deep first off. Will I ever learn? Really? Will I ever learn? I did use it once and then thought, actually, it's passable. I can definitely get away with it, but it was a little orangey for me because I had no business using the medium to dark tan. I've now gone for the light to medium. It is far more suitable. It is perfection on my skin. It gives me that lovely golden glow without me being tangerine. So, I mean, major brownie points for this product. Also, once again, very much like the Golden Glow Gradual Tan, this doesn't streak, it just acts like a moisturizer. It's actually got bioretinol in here as well, so when you're applying this at night, it's also going to be firming the skin as well as moisturizing and brightening and tightening and doing all of those things. So it does more than just give you a lovely golden glow. So both of these will be staples in my skincare routine during the summer months and leading up to those summer months, just so you know. Look at this. Ralph jumped on me the other day trying to get me to stroke him because I was ignoring him for some reason, and you know, we're not allowed to do that in our house, and I bruise very easily. Anyway, I need some sort of colour. I feel, and I will not be sitting out in the sun. If you are going to use any sort of false tan, any gradual tanner, you're going to need to make sure that your skin is smooth with no dead skin cells for that gradual tanner or that fake tan to stick to and give you dark patches in certain areas. I have been trying out recently the Colistar Milano Talasso scrub. This stuff is divine. It smells gorgeous. I mean, I've never smelled anything like it. It's very, very oily. You can choose to do this in the bath or in the shower because this is a salt scrub, so this will dissolve in the water. You're not going to be sitting on sandy particles while you bathe. I love this. It's got orange blossom in there and other citrus oils in here as well, so it's really uplifting. The fragrance is just so inviting, and those salts will get rid of any dead skin cells on the surface of your body without being overly harsh and really damaging the skin barrier, which a lot of scrubs can do, but this one is a really gentle one and it just smells divine. Really, really beautiful. This is going to last you such a long time because a little goes a very, very long way. You do have to mix this up before you start to use it because the oils do settle on the top and the salts move down to the bottom. So make sure you've given it a really, really good shake and a really good mix before you get any of this on the body. But yeah, I love, 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 and it just makes my skin feel silky smooth, like I'm in my 20s again, which I so definitely am not. Talking about sunshine and tans, obviously SPF is a must during those summer months. I mean, SPF is a must all year round, but if you aren't going to wear it all year round, definitely wear it if you're going out in the sun. I've been trying this new one from Medicate and I have fallen in love. This is the Advanced Day Ultimate Protect. This is the age-defying moisturizer with photo layers, and it's an SPF of 50 plus with a PA rating of plus, 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 plus. Now, I've had this for quite some time in my arsenal of skincare and wasn't really that bothered about trying it because I just thought, oh, Medicate, they sell in the US, so the filters, they're just going to be rubbish and it's not really going to be anything to write home about. I'm not going to be blown away by this product. I was so wrong. Seriously wrong. The filters in here are absolutely fantastic. More futuristic filters rather than the bog standard, boring, but you know, okay filters that you get in the majority of sunscreens. This one is absolutely fantastic, and not only that, the formula of this is like a moisturizer. It's not like your Korean sunscreens, which are water weight and lighter than air, a lot of them. This one definitely has some substance to it. It's a lot heavier than a Korean sunscreen, but it's a lot more moisturizing than a Korean sunscreen, and my dry skin laps this up. I adore it, and ever since I've been trying this out, this is the only one that I have wanted on my skin. In addition, this is a chemical SPF, not a mineral SPF, so you're not going to get that white cast. It sinks in absolutely beautifully and makeup glides effortlessly over the top of this. No pilling, no flaking throughout the day, just, you know, what is not to like. My mum and I did a video on our favourite sunscreens of 2025. I will link that up here for you and also at the end of this video. We hadn't tried this sunscreen when we did that video. So my mum has tried this since and adores it. So yeah, check out that video if you're wanting some more affordable options that are absolutely superb as well. This one will be my go-to for summer. I actually got a parcel from Medicate not that long ago, so this next product did come in PR. I most definitely would not have purchased this with my own money because I would have thought that my skin wouldn't get on with it. They asked me if they could send me their brand new vitamin C serum, and I explained to them that vitamin C really isn't my bag. There are very few vitamin Cs that don't disrupt and irritate my skin barrier and cause a lot of blemishes, breakouts, blackheads, irritation, but they were really confident that I would love it and they wanted to send it me anyway, and I am so glad that they did. Now, the reason that this is so important for summer is tuning a vitamin C with your sunscreen will help your sunscreen work to the best of its ability. It will give it a bit of a boost and really fight off any environmental aggressors that your skin has to contend with throughout the day. Not only that, but vitamin C is absolutely fantastic at stimulating collagen production, brightening the skin, really evening out the complexion, plumping the skin, and giving you that really youthful glow. This is, I mean, I shouldn't have expected anything less from Medicate, but this is super potent with a 20% vitamin C complex in there, but it does not hinder the skin barrier. This is super gentle, but potent. I don't know why I doubted this product, because Medicate is one of my favourite skincare brands of all time, which houses some of my favourite skincare products of all time. So why I thought they would fail me on this product, I God only knows. I really don't. Another thing that surprised me though, through no fault of Medicate's own, was the texture and consistency of this product. I was expecting it to be a gel-like product, maybe a serum, maybe see-through, slightly oily on texture, but it couldn't be anything further from that. So this is a very lightweight, gel-like moisturizer consistency, incredibly light in texture, not a hint of oiliness. It sinks into the skin effortlessly, incredibly well, no tingling, no stinging sensations to the skin whatsoever. It's actually quite cooling and calming. So not only does this have 20% vitamin C complex in here, it also has phytoexosomes to look after that skin barrier from any hindrance or any disruption that the vitamin C might cause. So not only is this punchy, also, like I've said numerous times, super, super gentle on the skin. I mean, there's nothing about this that I don't like. I've been using it now for a good couple of weeks. No breakouts, no blemishes to write home about, so I'm impressed. If you do want to give your skin that extra layer of protection during the summer month, and a vitamin C is a non-negotiable, it doesn't have to be this one, although this is an incredibly stable formulation, but any vitamin C will give your sunscreen that little bit of extra clout. They are a recipe for success. I like to have a really light, natural makeup towards the end of spring and all the way through those summer months, and in order to be able to get that and achieve a really beautiful look with hardly any imperfections on show, I need a really good tinted moisturizer or tint. This is the one that I have fallen in love with. I wasn't overawed by this the first time that I used it, but the more I use it, the more I love it. It's from Merit and it's the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. It's got an SPF of 50 in here. I do not use this as my standalone SPF. I use this as an additional topper to my regular standalone SPF. So this is just a bit of extra protection on top, and it is stunning. You can use this as your standalone SPF if you apply the correct amount, but I prefer not to because I do love that really natural skin-like glow that this gives me. Now let's talk about the glow for a second. At first I thought this was a little too glowy, but once this dried down, it wasn't as glowy as I was expecting it to be. Now I do need to add powder over the top of this to give me the sheen that I really like, that is my preference. Most people won't have to do that, but you know, I like something more of a satin finish rather than a dewy finish, so I always feel like powder will not only help with longevity but also help give me that sort of sheen that I want. But it did surprise me. I was expecting this to look wet on my skin. I was also expecting this to just drip off my skin within hours of first application, and it did not do that at all. It was very pleasant to wear. It still is very pleasant to wear. I've worn this in quite a few videos that I've filmed in recently, and it was even able to withstand the warm studio lighting without, you know, sliding off. Really like this. Comes in lots of different shades. Great for summer. You can have this all the way from sheer coverage all the way up to light medium coverage. I wouldn't particularly build it up any more than that because it's not really meant for that. It is still a tint at the end of the day. But yeah, I love it. I really, really like it, and I will be wearing it a lot throughout the summer. Another product that's going to give you a bit of a girly, summery flush is a new product from Glow Recipe. Now, I'm not always the biggest fan of Glow Recipe. I think a lot of times it's quite gimmicky in the way that it presents its products. However, this one I can get on board with. So this is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. It's a really beautiful product and the colour is gorgeous. So this is in the shade Watermelon Flush. And it's not only skincare, but it is also makeup. So it is a hybrid product. You can apply this on bare skin straight after applying your skincare products, or you can apply this with a full face of makeup and it's going to give you those skincare benefits as well. So this is Watermelon Flush. You can apply this with fingers, you can apply this with a brush. I do feel like this applies best with fingers. It gives you the most beautiful flush and that little sheen, which is quite dewy but not sticky on the surface of the skin. This acts as a highlighter as well as a blush, and it just gives you that really youthful glow. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I wasn't expecting to, but I do. And I've got a feeling this is going to go missing as soon as Beatrice knows that is in my possession. I've managed to hide it recently, but she did say that my makeup looked really lovely the other day when literally all I had on was a little bit of mascara and some of this, so I feel like I need to hide it even more securely now, although it is her birthday tomorrow, so maybe no, I'm not going to let her try it, no. Absolutely not. My hair gets more difficult to manage throughout the summer. Obviously, if I'm going to be in humid weather, it might get a little frizzy. With the sun damage and the heat, it may get a little dry, a little brittle, a little bit dull, a little bit lackluster. And this product gives all of the health back to my hair within an instant. And not only that, it smells gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I like to apply this all over my hair when I'm going out into the sun, just to give it that little bit of nourishment and moisture, and then I put it up into a little bobble on the top of my head, a little bun. But normally when my hair is like this, if I do feel a little bit of flyaways or a little frizziness, I'll just take a little bit of this, massage it in between my fingers and just massage it into the hair. Nothing too major. A little does go a long way, and when you've got thin, lifeless hair like me, you don't want anything to weigh it down too dramatically so it looks flat and greasy. This, a little bit of it, just looks lovely. It gives the shine back to your hair, it gives the moisture back to your hair, and the smell. I know I keep going on about this smell, but it is something very, very special. So if you are after a hair oil that isn't too weighty but will give you all the results that you need, so this is from Kerastase and it's the Elixir Ultime. I have only got the small version. For me, there's no need to get the large version because I use so little of this, like half a pump will do the majority of what I need to do when my hair is like this. I'm using a lot more of it when I go on holiday and I'm out in the sun, but generally, the tiniest bit goes a very long way, so it lasts me a really long time. So that's it, my summer essentials. I already, just by talking about these, feel a little bit more prepared for summer to come. I'm so not prepared, but I feel a little bit better, and hopefully you will as well if you're anything like me. If you have tried some of these products and you love them or you really didn't get on with them, please let everybody know in the comment section. It is not only my voice that's the important one here. All of your experiences really, really matter and will help everybody when they're making their decisions whether to buy or whether not to buy, whether it's for them or whether it's not for them and they really do need to steer clear of it. So please put your comments in the comment section. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.